A pangram is a sentence containing all the letters of the alphabet. An English example is the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. A perfect pangram, however, is a pangram that has only 26 letters, using each letter of the alphabet exactly once. For instance, Kum kvitsa kof jinx fled Briggs or Junkie kof flag vexed crud zim. As you can see, these are quite difficult to understand and contain many obscure words. But can you have a pangram with less than 26 letters? While it may seem impossible, you can have pangrams with 25 and even fewer letters that contain even more obscure words. How? With ligatures. Ligatures are basically characters that contain two letters but are squished together into one. Modern English has none, but formerly used to. Many other languages such as Serbian, Dutch, and Norwegian continue to use them, however. To find a 25-letter pangram, I first decided that the Dutch IJ ligature would be the easiest to find a word for. The A and U ligatures wasted two vowels, and there might be less lists of towns containing the Serbian ligatures the, nya, and lja. After poring through Wikipedia lists of Dutch towns and villages, I finally came up with a few good village names. Elst in Friesland, Vrij in Limburg, and Spijk in Groningen. Then I set to work making pangrams and came up with the following. Volks, verb die spake cum ads, vrij cum jos delt cum cab pix, elst cum pix, verb cum zo kaf, spake gu falks crut zen by com, and zug cum zist fed blank vrij kof. The last one even is a 24-letter pangram. Let me go through them individually. By the way, a huge thank you to pangram.me, which has been extremely helpful when designing these pangrams. Without it, I might have never found any of these pangrams. So for the first one, folks verb die spake cum ad. The Kung are a people of South Africa, and folks is a variant of folks used to indicate inclusion. To verb is simply to make something into a verb. Thy means your, and Spake, as I've mentioned earlier, is a town in Groningen in the Netherlands. Cum is another term for a cirque, a mountain valley formed by glacial erosion, and adze is simply a variant of adze, a type of cutting tool. By the way, all of the words in this video are defined in Merriam-Webster's dictionary unless otherwise specified. Putting this all together, the sentence means South African people make into a verb your cutting tool from the glacial valley of the town of Spake. This sentence doesn't make sense for two reasons. One, thy is a singular pronoun, but this sentence addresses the plural folks. Two, Spake is as far above sea level as the top of a school bus is from the ground. There will be no glacial valleys there. Vrij cum jos delft cum cab pix at 25 characters. This isn't really a sentence, rather a description of a box, but I'll still count it. Vrij is a town in Limburg, and as mentioned before, a cum is a glacial valley and hung is a South African people. A zo is a type of Tibetan hybrid between a yak and a cow, and delft is a type of tin-glazed Dutch pottery. A cab is an ancient Hebrew unit of capacity equating to 1 quart, and a pyx is a type of box used to hold the Eucharist. So the meaning is the 1 quart South African tin-glazed box belonging to a yak-cow hybrid from the glacial valley of the town of Vrij. Again, this sentence is impractical as Vrij would have no cums, with it being at the height of an upright canoe. And it's not really a sentence, however. Vrij, Delft, and South Africa are all sort of connected to the Netherlands. Next, Elst cum pix, verb zo kaf at 25 characters. Elst is a town in Friesland, and we've already explained cum pix, verb, and hung. Zo is simply a variant of zo, the yak-cow hybrid, and kaf, found in the Collins Dictionary, is a variant of kaf, a Hebrew letter equating to K in English. Thus, we can interpret this sentence to mean, box from the town of Elst make into a verb the South African yak-cow hybrid number K. Just like the others, this sentence is again impractical, as Elst is literally below sea level. Also, boxes cannot make things into verbs. Next, Spake guv falks krut zend by kom at 25 characters. Gov is a dialectal variant of give, and falx means sickle-shaped. A krut is a type of Welsh violin, and Zen is an ancient Zoroastrian scripture defined in Webster's 1913 dictionary, and Qom is a town in Iran. Thus, it means the town of Spake gives an ancient Zoroastrian scripture to a sickle-shaped Welsh violin near the city of Qom, which sort of makes sense. Next, Zug cum zist fed blank vrei kof at 24 characters. We've already explained cum, and Zug is a canton of Switzerland, and Zist is a type of Roman colonnade. Kof is a Hebrew letter. Thus, this could be interpreted to mean the Roman colonnade in the glacial valley of Zug fed the blank Hebrew letter in Vrei. This is impractical as the canton of Zug has no cums. However, it is only 50 miles away from the nearest one. Also, a colonnade cannot feed anything, much less a Hebrew letter. However, this sentence has only 24 characters with the ST ligature. Then I began searching for Yugoslav towns containing the ligatures J, Y, and Nya, and after searching through the 1961 US Board of Geographic Names Gazetteer of Yugoslavia, I finally found Konjel, a small village in Serbia whose name contains two ligatures, J and Y, and it does not contain that many vowels. After working for a while, I came up with the following. Konjel cum gov fic brat pix, ch konjel waxis bruv gimp, and konjel gov fixist cum bark. So for the first one, konjel cum gov fic brats pix at 23 characters. I've already explained cum and pix. Fiqh is a study of Islamic law defined in the Collins Dictionary. This pangram utilizes the FI ligature. Therefore, this 23-letter sentence means the glacial valley of Konjel gave the Islamic law brats a box. Konjel, just like Elst, Vrij, Spike, and Zug, does not have any cums either, so this sentence is technically invalid. Next, Konjel Waxist Bruv Gimp at 23 characters. According to the Collins Scrabble Dictionary, not the Collins Dictionary, ch is a dialectal form of I. A wax is a charitable Islamic endowment of property, and to gimp is to hobble. Bruv means brother in the normal Collins Dictionary. So this means I, a brother from the charitably endowed colonnade in Konjel, hobble. This is probably the most plausible superperfect pangram yet. And finally, Konjel gov fixist kumbarp at a whopping 22 characters. All these words have been previously defined except for barp, defined in the Collins Dictionary as a stone cairn. Thus, this means the town of Konjel gave the Islamic law colonnade a cairn from a glacial valley, which kind of makes sense because it doesn't specify where the glacial valley is. So that's a tour of 8 pangrams with less than 26 characters. If any of you have a 21-letter or shorter pangram, please let me know, and thank you for watching.